the path that everybody goes on, that everybody walks, the normal life, the standard life. You know what you're going to get out of that. You know what there is. You know to go to school. You know to get a job. You know to buy the house and be in debt. You know how that story goes. But you don't know how the path less traveled goes. The path less traveled, the road less traveled, the things that nobody else is doing. That's always been what I like to do. That keeps life exciting instead of knowing what's happening every day. Oh, I'm going to work for John who gets paid off of my work, and I'm around these losers, and every day's the same. I know exactly what to expect. I wait for the weekends. You know that life. Everybody knows that life. But you don't know the life where every day can be an adventure. It doesn't matter if it's January 1st and New Year's. It doesn't matter if it's a random Wednesday. It doesn't matter if it's your birthday. Every day can be exciting. Every day there can be an adventure. Every day you can learn something new. So I walk the road less traveled. I've always walked the path less traveled. If other people are doing it, I don't want to do it. Simple as that. If I hear a new clothing item's in style, it's trending, I don't want it anymore. I just heard like yesterday somebody said backwards hats are out of style or something. So you better believe I'll be wearing a backwards hat all the time. Come on now. The path less traveled is where you want to walk, okay? If everybody's doing something, that just tells you that it's average. It's average. Because here's how I base my life off. Very few people are successful, and everybody's average, okay? 99.9% of people are average. So I take a look at the habits, the daily actions, the mindset, the beliefs of the average people, and then I do the opposite. And so if everybody is, for my example, everybody, when I was in college, everybody joined this exact same frat. All the guys I knew who went to this college was maybe 50 guys. Somehow they all joined the same frat. Nobody knew. They all joined in the same frat. And so that it just didn't excite me anymore. Why would I want to do something with the same people, the same friends, doing the same thing in the same state? I was at University of Oregon. Just not exciting. Just not exciting. So the path less traveled, the roads where not many are going, that's where you want to be. That's where you want to be. I know, like, when it comes to business, you do kind of want to walk the path that's traveled. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. When it comes to business, realistically, you can take what somebody's doing, tweak it a tiny bit, make it better, and produce your own results. So you can copy with a tiny bit of a twist, and that's probably the best way to succeed in business. Okay? For me, for some odd reason, that's never, even though I know that's the best and fastest way to get the money, that doesn't sound good to me. I've always been somebody, I kind of want to recreate the wheel. You'll never see me doing these little trend dances on Instagram, or you'll never see me following what's popping or making, like, even when it comes to business, I just have a hard time just copying the next person and doing what everybody else is doing and using the same music and saying the same things. It just doesn't excite me, even if I know that's the best way to make money technically, and the fastest way to success is take what somebody else is doing and just barely fix it. Even that just never has appealed to me. And maybe that's why it's going to take me a longer time to succeed. I've been at this game for a while. I did pretty well in the shoe game. I'm on the journey. I'm at the starting line right now for the next, venture. And maybe it'll take me longer to succeed because I don't want to copy other people, and I want to reinvent the wheel, and I don't want to dance on the trending sounds on Instagram. And that's fine with me. It can take me longer, but I want to write my own story. I want to walk the path less traveled. I don't want to do the same thing as everybody else. I never have, never will. I never have, and I never will. And so, in day-to-day life, in your career and your actions, your habits, walk the path less traveled. If other people aren't doing it and are even talking down on it, that's a good sign that you might as well try it. If a lot of people are hating on something, why not give it a shot? Because, if a lot of people have the same opinions, they've just been programmed a certain way. They've believed the propaganda. They've just can't think for themselves and take what their friends are saying and will say the same thing. So just because other people are hating on something or saying it doesn't work, saying you can't do it, that's a good sign that you should do it, that you should try it out, because that's the path less traveled. That's not the road that everybody walks. When all the people around you are saying one thing, do the opposite. That's over the last 5 years or so. That's how I've lived my life. Take what the average person does and do the exact opposite in everything. How they eat, how they talk, how they dress, where they are, who they're around, what they believe, what they like, what they don't like, everything. The path less traveled can keep you on your toes. It can make this life exciting. It can give you something to wake up for every day. If you know what to expect every single day and you're forced to do something, and just because the Joneses down the street, you think you have to live up to that, those standards, just low life standards, getting a mortgage and being trapped in a city, buying a car you can't afford and living paycheck to paycheck. That's what the path more traveled is. That's what everybody does. Go to school, get in debt, get a terrible job. They have to have a miserable life and trying to keep up with what's new and what's hot and what's trending and living paycheck to paycheck. Man, I don't know. There's a reason everybody walks that path. It's comfortable. You know what you're getting into. But we have one life, and does it really matter? Does it really matter if you make some mistakes? Does it really matter what happens? No. So you might as well enjoy it. You might as well wake up every day with a challenge, with an adventure, and set the stage. I'm Lewis and Clark. I walk the path, and then it's uncovered. I'm not waiting for other people to walk the path and then me just go and copy their every move. That doesn't sound good to me. Like I said, that's a good recipe for success. So if you just want to make money and you just want to, be successful or whatever, then yeah, I recommend that. Find the best people and just copy them. But for me, it doesn't sit right with me. It doesn't sit right. So that's not what I'm going to do, even though that's a great recipe for success. I'm going to continue to walk the path less traveled. If you want to join me, I would love it. We can be two peas in a pod. But thank you if you watch this. Never get caught up in what other people are doing. If everybody's doing something, do the opposite, and the path less traveled is waiting for you, my friend. Come on.